Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hamilton, and today I'm going to be showing you a pre-sale that I think you guys are really gonna like. Alright, this is not financial advice, but I've been doing this a very long time, and I do think this meme coin is gonna do really well. So let's jump straight into this. Okay, so this is Zen the Panda. Zen the Panda is a really cool twist on, I'd say, Kung Fu Panda and Pepe mixed into one, but they've also got a really cool utility as well, and that utility is the fact that they can bridge to any of the main crypto chains out there, and not just bridge, but trade and do all of the things that cryptos do on those chains as well. That's really cool. What we will say with this thing is it is in pre-sale right now. Okay, they've raised 1.8 million, which is a hell of a lot so far, considering they've been doing this for what, like a month. Okay, they're targeting 2.6 million, and there's a price increase very soon. So what we will say with this is it is something you want to be taking a look at very quickly and not missing out on this opportunity, okay? As we said before, you can bridge this to any other chain, right? But you can also participate in the pre-sale on any of these chains as well. So you got BNB, AVAX, Matix, Base, and Solana. And all you would do here is select the chain, connect your wallet, and then you can participate very easily, okay? So what is Zen? Let's just take a look here. Born from the heart of the ancient forest, Zen is no ordinary panda. Zen the Panda was born with a unique ability to leap between blockchains. This meditative journey across Ethereum and Solana transformed the panda into a symbol of wisdom and unity. Very cool. I really like the wording on this as well. Fantastic art as well. I haven't mentioned this, but the art behind this is really cool. So I'm really liking this as a landing page here. Obviously, the utility is quite easy to grasp as well. So a lot of these retail meme coin guys that are just getting into crypto will see this and say, okay, yeah, this makes sense. This is something I can comprehend, and this is something that's impressive, right? And that's what you really want if you're looking for your bags to pump, and if you're looking for a project that can really attract those masses, right? You don't want it to be too complicated. So yeah, fantastic. Another plus point on this thing. If we are looking at the PR side of things, they are featured on Cointelegraph, Techopedia, Bitcoinist, and Crypto News. These are four really high profile news sites, so definitely something that is another plus here on the tick board, on the criteria in terms of investment. Okay, again, just explaining that multi-bridge, we've got a nice little roadmap here as well. So we can see phase one, the awakening website goes live. That's already done, right? We're on the website now. Contract gets written. Okay, I imagine the contract is done considering that they are in pre-sale right now as well. Social channels are born. All right, we'll get to the social channels in a minute, of course. And then they've got all of these phases all coming through. So yeah, pretty nice, pretty standard stuff here across the board. If we are looking at tokenomics, this is something that actually did catch my eye here, right? So we are seeing pre-sale allocation of 25%, but we're also seeing staking of 25%. And I really like this dynamic between these two numbers. The reason for that is you're not going to get that much sell pressure when the token does go live, right? Because people will instantly just want to stake it so they can double their investment, or they can double their coin amount that's in their wallet by just staking. So that's really cool. Obviously, you're going to have to stake it for some time, but just having these numbers the same really is a plus for me, because it just means that this token and this project, they have allocated enough for staking, which will allow for longevity for this project. Liquidity, 10%. This is pretty standard across the board. You don't really want anything over kind of 20%, but you also don't want anything under 5%. So 10%, really good here. I'm liking that. Marketing, 15%. Obviously, you're going to need some marketing allocation for these influencers to push this kind of project. Okay, so yeah, having this much, 15%, is something that I do think is valid, and it is something where me personally, as an influencer, I have seen a lot of the bigger guys actually ask for like 2-3% of the supply, so having this much available is really handy for a project like this. And then ecosystem funds, 10%, and exchanges, 5%. Exchanges are important here because obviously you're going to want that market making on the exchanges. Exchanges will need some token supply as well. This, however, is actually a really good number to have. And the reason for that is because you can get listed on a few exchanges, but once that supply is used up on the exchanges, the new exchanges, the ones that haven't really taken an eye to your project yet, they actually have to then go and buy it off the market, right? Which will will increase the token price. So fantastic choice here for 5% there. And now let's look at how to buy. Okay, so obviously participating in the pre-sale is just at the widget at the top. Okay, buying it on chain will be a little bit different because it will be after the pre-sale has ended. But if you want to buy it now, the pre-sale is still going, and it's obviously beneficial to buy it now, of course. So feel free to check that out in the description, and you can get started on that very, very easily. Super easy, like any pre-sale, right? Connect your wallet, select the network, as we talked about before. Let's just scroll up to the top real quick here, right? Select your network. So whatever chain you prefer to use this on, whether it's Solana, Ethereum, BNB, whatever, right? You can select that very, very easily there. And if we do get back down here, you just buy the tokens from that point, okay? And then after the pre-sale has ended, you then claim these tokens on chain. Okay, so in terms of when this pre-sale is going to end, in terms of when this project's going to launch, okay, essentially all you need to know here is when this pre-sale ends, they will be announcing the launch date on their Twitter, okay, and on their Telegram. So if you join the socials for this project, then you're going to be very up to date, particularly with these pre-sales. And I would just advise, guys, when you are entering pre-sales anyway, you should really be in the socials for that project, right? So very, very cool. After it's launched, you can then bridge it to any chain that you want, okay? So once the sale is over and it is on a DEX and it is live on the blockchain, then you can essentially bridge this to any chain you want, any of those 5 chains that it's compatible with. So really, really cool there. Pretty standard, and a very, very nice presentation here for any newbies, any retail people. And this is really aimed for people in the mainstream. The people, like these guys want to flip Pepe, they want to flip Doge, right? So if they are going to keep this simple, then people that are slightly newer to crypto will actually have a benefit from this, right? They'll be able to understand it easily, and they'll be able to take part very easily as well. And at the bottom here, you've got your frequently asked questions, okay? Pretty standard stuff. Feel free to check this out in the description. And now let's talk about staking, okay? So staking with this token is really, really cool and unique, okay? So what they've done here, you've got your standard staking setup here, but what they've done here that I think is really, really cool is they've actually shown how much of the supply they're putting into staking every single month for the next 2 years. This is fantastic. And for anyone that is a more pro out there in terms of staking, someone that does invest in these projects, stakes for long periods of times, expecting returns in those tokens, right? Yeah, something like this displayed, a nice statistic for these guys to see is really beneficial for the project as well. So yeah, really good here. This is how you get the big investors. So they've really targeted mainstream really nicely with this landing page, as we've talked about. But in terms of staking, in terms of targeting those bigger investors and the stakers out there, right, they've got this statistic here, which really does kind of transparently prove that they are here for the long run. And I really do like that ability from this coin. So when you are staking, guys, this is the dashboard, right? So you got your staked balance, you got your stakeable balance. So once you've connected your wallet, you'll be able to obviously have your tokens there, but you'll be able to see your staked balance in this dashboard as well. Okay, you'll see percentage of the pool here and the estimated rewards. This is super important. So 145% is fantastic. This is dynamic, which means essentially this can change. So the earlier you get in to the staking side of things, the higher percentage you will get. Typically with staking tokens, the more people that get involved, the lower that percentage gets, but the people that get in early can really take advantage of that by claiming those higher rewards earlier, right? And if we do go over to their socials, you can see obviously these guys have only been around for a few months here, but we can see 3,000 followers on Instagram. Fantastic stuff. Okay, they've got all of the walkthrough stuff that we've just gone through actually here as well, as stories pinned to the top of their Instagram. I really do like this because you don't see this from a lot of projects even using Instagram, but this again just shows that they're going to target this mainstream audience. Okay, I really, really like in the art here as well. You can see this beautiful Pepe picture coming through here with, obviously it's the Pepe Panda, Zen, but yeah, really, really cool. This art style is fantastic, and they've really done a good job in terms of finding a good artist for that, right? If we go over to their Twitter, again, just echoing what I've just said, beautiful art here coming through, okay? I really like this as well, beautiful for a meme coin in terms of the gun and the smiley face. We see this a lot with the buy now kind of thing, right? So I really like that, nice bit of comedic side to this, which is what you need for meme coins to harness the original crypto community. And then when they go into the mainstream, they have everything else here, which is a little bit more presentable, right? What we will see here is if we go over to the white paper, we can see that it's also very simply laid out. So this is not something that's super technical here, but I do recommend giving it a read. It just lays everything out as it is. Okay, so you got the introduction to what it is, you've got introduction to Zen, all right, you've got your multi-chain capability here as number 3, tokenomics, again, just going through what they're aiming to do here as a project, and then how to buy as well. So really cool stuff here from the white paper. I would definitely recommend checking that out. And that is pretty much Zen in a nutshell, guys. I would highly recommend getting involved with this soon, and the reason for that is this pre-sale is just firing. Okay, last time I checked this had a 250k raised. Okay, it's now at 1.8 million, so do not sleep on this one. Okay, it's a fantastic project, and I forgot to mention as well, they have an audit as well being done. So this is fantastic stuff. Okay, we're seeing green across the board here for this audit as well, so really, really cool. And yeah, that's really what you want from a project like this. So what we will say here is check out Zen the Panda in the description. That is going to be it for this video, and I will see you very, very soon. Be sure to like the video as well. Cheers.